sprouted leaves.
Hi everybody, this is Arthur with Aday in Telos. Wow, the sun is out, the snow is here. I think we finally got our winter. Yeah, oh, that sounds good. We finally got our winter. Now we just have to wait for our spring to show up. But the daffodils and tulips are already popping up. Yeah, isn't that neat? Hey, today, by the way, that was Holly, and she'll be back to do some more music for us. Today we're going to be talking about live foods. Now, there are raw foods and live foods. Oh, what sounds better? I like live foods. Because think about what you're going to eat. If it's alive, you're going to feel alive. Then we have live music today, live foods, and live water. Hey, did you get some water from the headwaters?
I didn't get it from the headwaters, but I got it from our wonderful system in Mount Shasta.
Oh, there you go.
It has some of the purest and healthiest water there is, Arthur.
Yes, our pure, healthy water is here and amongst the mountain and the people here. Right. So tell us what we're going to do. What is a live food?
Right. Well, first of all, I'd like to say the title of our show today is Live Better with Live Foods.
Live better with live foods.
So the goal is for all of us to live better with live foods by eating gradually eating more and more live foods in our life. In particular, during the summer, when there's abundance of live foods, and it's more natural to eat live foods. So today we'll be having a combination of a talk, a presentation, and a demonstration all in one.
Hey, does that mean we get the sample?
You get the sample, Arthur. You have good karma.
Hey, if people are eating dead foods, is that why they have such diseases?
Generally speaking, yes, but there are many reasons for that, and one of the reasons is dead foods are very poor foods, without life, without energy, without chi, and so on.
And so that's why everybody sits in front of the television and eats more dead food,
right,
and gets more lethargic, right,
and they become couch potatoes. And they don't do very much in their life, at least at night. I'd like to just share, first of all, why should we eat more live foods?
Because they taste good?
Well, that's one reason. That's a very good thought. I didn't put that in here, but that's a good thought. They taste good, usually, or they can taste very good. And I'd like to share, we eat live foods because they have all kinds of wonderful benefits, value, or worth. And here are some of the benefits, value, or worth.
Okay.
First of all, they have more vital energy, chi, prana, or light.
And light.
They have more light. They have more sun energy. So we get more energy in our bodies.
More sun energy.
That's right.
Is that the key to it?
That's a big key
energy.
To it. It's a big key. When we're eating live foods, we're getting more of that sun energy. It's a vital energy. In Tai Chi, we call it chi. In yoga, we call it prana. In spiritual circles, we call it light. So that's one of the main reasons why we eat live foods, because of this vital energy or sun energy. Another reason why we eat live foods is because of the enzymes and and they have more vitamins, but mainly the enzymes. So
now, what are the enzymes?
Very good question. That's exactly what I'm going to answer right now. I'll share with you right now. What are enzymes? We hear a lot about enzymes, but what are they? So enzymes are natural proteins or amino acids which perform many, many functions in the body. However, they last only up to about 115 degrees. So if we cook foods, then we destroy or deactivate the enzymes.
Deactivate it.
Right, deactivate. The enzymes do a lot of good things in our body. They are catalysts, they are activators in our body. And as long as the weather doesn't go above 110 degrees or 115 degrees, we have all these wonderful enzymes in our food. And it is said that live foods or raw foods are generally prepared at less than about 108 degrees.
So less than 108.
8 degrees.
All right.
We want to prepare live foods.
Would that be
foods.
like steaming? Would that be a steaming? Lightly steam?
Nope. Steaming is about 212 degrees.
Okay, well, we won't put that in there.
So steaming is not considered.
So how
live
would you
foods.
control the, let's say 100? How would you control the?
The main thing is if it's at a room temperature, it rarely ever gets above 108 degrees, so we don't just have to even worry about it.
Okay.
Just prepare it at room temperature and we're okay. I'd like to read a little more from this book called The Raw Truth. The Raw Truth by Jordan Rubin will tell us a little more about enzymes and why they are so important. Enzymes are the driving forces behind virtually every biochemical reaction that occurs in the human body. Made of tiny proteins or amino acids, enzymes turn food into energy and unlock this energy for use in the body. Without enzymes, life would slow to a standstill because chemical reactions inside our bodies wouldn't happen fast enough. In addition, any minerals, vitamins, and hormones inside the body could not work without the help of enzymes. Food enzymes are vital to the body because they can help you pre-digest the food before it reaches the small intestine, thereby reducing the need of the pancreas to produce more digestive enzymes. Enzymes do their work by making it easier for two proteins to react together, which is important since hundreds of thousands of reactions take place in your body, in our bodies, every minute. So these enzymes are mighty catalysts or activators which help our bodies to work well, and we get this from live foods.
So the enzymes, what are they?
They are proteins or amino acids.
Amino acids, okay. The amino acids are, I know for a fact that people don't get enough amino acids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That can be true. And they don't get enough enzymes because most people are eating too many cooked foods.
And there are no enzymes
to some
in
extent,
there.
there's a balance. In the wintertime, it's more natural to eat a fair amount of cooked foods. But as we go to the summertime, usually it's more natural to eat more and more live foods.
Live foods, okay.
So there's a balance for most of us, including myself. In the wintertime, I like a fair amount of cooked foods, but more and more I'm trying to eat live foods, and I'm very grateful because I've learned a lot in the preparation for this talk today. So I'm very grateful for that.
So can we talk a little bit about different live foods like apples, fruits, vegetables? What are some of the other live foods that we work with?
If you can just wait just a few minutes, I'd like to give a few more reasons why we can eat live foods, why it's important to eat live foods, or what are some of the benefits. Live foods have natural acidophilus bacteria. And these are the good bacteria that promote good digestion and assimilation. So basically, all live foods have acidophilus bacteria. So what is the proof of this? If we take a cabbage here, cut it up and put some pressure on it, put it in a vase, a jar, this will naturally culture or ferment into sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut is supposed to be so good for you.
It is. So what made it go from this cabbage to sauerkraut? And that is the acidophilus that's inherent in this food. So all live foods, carrots, fruits, everything contains acidophilus. So that is another reason why it is good to eat live foods.
And acidophilus is the culture that breaks the foods down.
Breaks the food down. It helps us have better digestion, assimilation, and elimination. So it's good for us. Acidophilus, we want acidophilus, and it is naturally inherent in all live foods. But if we cook it, what do you think happens to the acidophilus? They're gone.
Gone, disappears. Now, you can get acidophilus in capsule form.
Yes, you can, and in yogurt. But
now, is that a dehydrated capsule? I mean, is that a dehydrated form?
That is dehydrated or dried form. Okay. But it's more natural to get it it from our live foods. Okay. You see? So that's another reason. So we get more vital energy or chi. Live foods has enzymes. Live foods has natural acidophilus. Then there's another very, very important reason for eating a live food diet. It is the lowest mucus-producing diet.
Now that's a good thing to consider.
Right. And what is the reason for a low mucus-producing diet?
Well, you wouldn't have colds.
Very good. You got it.
Be all snotty nose.
Exactly. So
all that stuff that creates it, there's a lot of stuff that creates the mucus.
Mainly the milk products. So if we're drinking a lot of milk products,
a lot of meat,
fried meats especially, fried foods. So milk products, fried foods, fried eggs, butter, all cause a lot of mucus in the body and cause colds, asthma, pneumonia, and we don't want that. We want to be free and clear here.
So live foods, things like that have less mucus creating.
They are the lowest mucus producing or no mucus producing. They produce no or low mucus producing.
Very interesting.
So I thought that was interesting myself once I realized that. And once I realized this, it has really helped me in my life, Arthur, to have little or no colds.
Yeah.
I might mention something that's very interesting.
Let's go for the no colds.
Okay, no colds, right. I would say something, and then I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
I have never caught a cold in my life.
Oh, good, good.
However,
it's caught you.
No, I've caused a lot of colds.
Oh, you caused.
The difference is we don't catch colds, we cause colds.
Wow.
And how do we cause colds?
How do we?
Because of eating a high mucus-producing diet with a lot of milk products, yogurt, butter, fried foods, and so on. It builds up the mucus in the body. And then we have colds, we have asthma, we have pneumonia, and so on.
So does the lymphatic system hold the mucus?
I'm not sure. Mainly the lungs. It seems the lungs. It builds up in the lungs and in the body in general. Okay. Nose, lungs. And that's why we cough and sneeze and everything else, because of the mucus buildup there. So it's very important to eat a low mucus-producing diet to prevent these colds, especially in the wintertime. And I was very glad to realize myself that a raw food diet is a low mucus-producing diet. Also, it's a little cheaper because a raw food diet, because we don't have to use propane or electricity or natural gas to cook.
Hey, wait a minute. What? No propane or no electricity for...
Not for a raw food diet.
Because
you don't have to cook.
You don't have to cook it.
Exactly.
Hey, I just saved my electricity bill.
Exactly. So get on more raw foods, and therefore you won't have to use all this electricity, or you won't have to steam anything.
Ooh, you better not tell the electric company that. They'll come and make sure you have twice as much.
Okay. And the other thing, there's a tendency to be less time consuming if we use, as far as preparation, if we use raw food.
If you got a garden, you just go out there and
absolutely, that's
pick
the ideal.
Pick and nibble.
That is the ideal. That's when the food has the greatest life energy or vital energy. If we go right to the garden and pick it and make a salad or something. Very good.
I feel alive already.
Right.
You know,
Go ahead.
I have a friend who makes live sprouted cookies. And
wonderful.
When I eat those sprouted cookies, there is a total different change in my energy. I feel alert. I am clear. The bowel movements are much better.
Wonderful.
And my thinking, I don't forget as often.
Okay, very good.
Hey.
Well, you're totally correct, Arthur. There's a wonderful book called The Complete Guide to Sprouting. Complete Guide to Sprouting by Steve Meyerowitz. He is known as the Sprout Man. The Sprout Man here. Mm-hmm. And he also talks about sprout cookies.
Sprouted cookies, yes.
Can be made from sprouts. But I want to share something right here about Steve Meyerowitz that I thought was very important. This is what Steve says. He says, I regained my health with this food, with sprouts. I got over a long time struggle with allergies and asthma by revamping my diet. The first thing I did was eliminate the chemically tainted produce I was bringing home from the supermarket. How could anyone ever get well with invisible ingredients like DDT, EDB, aldecarb, chlordine, and so on hidden in their food? But it's more than that. It's what they don't have, nutrition. Most of the stuff brought from, a lot of the things bought from regular stores don't have very much nutrition.
Go on.
Mass market agricultural techniques rob the soil of minerals and substitute synthetic fertilizers and hormones. Zinc, for example, is no longer adequately supplied in the U.S. diet. As a consequence, the American male suffers from the world's highest incidence of prostate cancer and malfunction. Whatever vitamins these vegetables do have is diminished more and more with each day while sitting there on the grocery store shelves. If you had a choice, would you regularly eat food grown 3,000 miles away or 1,000 miles away from where you live? Or do you want to eat live sprouts grown in your own house?
Live sprouts grown in my own house.
Right, very good. He says, my apartment garden fed hundreds. Since I lived in an apartment, I learned to garden indoors. And you can learn to garden in your office, Arthur.
Yeah.
Before long,
hey,
that's a good thing. You can be the sprout man of Mount Shasta, is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Before long, I was dining on Chinese cabbage, luscious crimson clover, hardy sunflower, succulent buckwheat lettuce, spicy red radish, velvety kale, sweet green peas, and so on. I had so much, I fed all my friends and students. These young greens were so alive and scintillating with color and aroma, you could practically feel their vitamins. Make no mistake about it. That vitality is assimilated by you in the form of live enzymes, vitamins, amino acids, trace minerals, RNA, DNA, oxygen, and other secret elements about which only nature knows. You can't buy that nutrition in a pill.
You can't buy it. Hey, if you have live foods all the time, that'll charge your light body.
It'll charge the light body, and it'll also make us more alkaline.
And that's the other thing.
That's another
It makes
thing,
you more alkaline.
which is generally a more healthy condition for the body.
Mm-hmm.
Most people tend to be more acid, which is not very good for the body.
Indigestion,
Exactly.
constipation,
All this stuff.
a lot more mucus.
Right.
The alkaline body tends to stay well, and you're able to, your dreams, I know my dreams are a lot better when my body is more alkaline.
That is correct. Everything generally works better. We're healthier, live longer if our bodies are more in an alkaline state from a live food diet or vegetarian or vegan diet, and not eating meat and all this other stuff that causes high acid in the body.
It does. It all causes. So the acid actually starts to break down the stomach tissue, right?
I'm not sure about that. I just know that it's not very good for the body in general.
Yeah.
The body is more naturally, or let's say does better in a more alkaline state. So that's all I know.
Yeah, the more acid in your stomach, the more chances of ulcers occurring.
All kind of problems.
And things like that. More colds, more sickness. You don't have a balance there.
Right.
And the oxygen is very important too, and the live foods have
More
the oxygen.
And I'd like to just share with you something that I've recently come to realize is very important, that complements live foods, and that is what I call living water.
Living water!
And what is living water? Living water is also sun-charged or sun-blessed water.
We'll bless it more.
So what I did to make this living water or live water is put it in the sun. I don't get much sun in my window. I just even put it in my window for about 3 days for about 2 to 3 hours a day. And the sun charges this or blesses this and makes it living water. And in particular, it has been found by a Japanese doctor, if we put nice signs on the water.
Oh, let me see. Do we get... Here, if we put this sign right here on my chest.
Right, sun-blessed
Blessed water.
Right.
I'm blessed.
You are blessed, Arthur.
So when you bless the water, it actually changes
And what does it
molecule into a
very good.
a star.
Well, a
or a
crystal. That's
crystalline.
close. That is right. When we bless this water,
Right there, right. Hold it right there.
okay.
When you bless the water,
When we bless the water with beautiful signs, or we can actually bless it ourselves, usually what will form is these beautiful crystals will form in the water. And I printed this out this morning. This is a beautiful crystal that was produced by, I guess, by a sign called love plus gratitude.
love plus gratitude. And it was just a written thing, and then people would see it and think it.
Right. People would see it and think it, put a sign on the bottle, and what happens in the bottle? These are beautiful crystals that form that I believe are very, very good for our bodies, very healthy.
We should
for
put
our
those
bodies.
signs on our body because we're what?
Well,
90% water?
You got it.
80% water?
Well, anywhere from 2/3 to 90%. Some people say 2/3, about 66% to 90%.
Well, if you bless that water through prayer, other
Right.
people praying for you,
That's right.
that should lift that energy up too.
That's right. That's totally correct.
Keep those prayers coming my way because
That
I
is
can
right.
feel your high energy levels.
Right, we will pray for you, Arthur.
Yes.
And if you would like a sip, I will give you some living water here.
Ooh, a
Sun-blessed
sip of
water.
living water.
Right, for your body to keep you going, and also for my body. Just help yourself and enjoy the water, and you can keep it there. So it's easy to make living water just by putting the water in our window, preferably
It's alive!
preferably outside, putting the bottles preferably outside. But if we can't put them outside like myself, I just put it in my window.
Put it in your
And I
window.
made some
Do you let the
signs.
moon shine in on that too?
Well, that's a thought.
Well, that's a thought. Yeah, let the moon shine in.
And we could put the signs right on the bottle
What was that
or
one?
underneath. There you go.
This is love, light, and
Love,
life
water. Love, light, and life water. So these signs help to form these beautiful crystals in the water, which is very healthy and wonderful for our bodies.
Hey, that's good as water there. You know, that's why people bless their food.
That's
It
right.
changes
That's
the
totally correct.
chemicals into a higher vibration.
That is totally correct, and it makes our bodies stronger. It has been shown that if we have some food that's unblessed and we test somebody, their strength, their muscle strength,
Muscle testing, yeah.
muscle testing, they'll usually test weak.
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 But if they
so
bless the
weak.
food, Arthur,
I'm going to drink some more water, though.
right, if they bless the food, then generally speaking, they will test strong if that food has been blessed.
Oh, well,
which is
see if
very-
I'm stronger with the water. I'm going to drink some now. This
Right.
is live water.
Okay.
Hey!
Feel strong there. Okay.
Drink live food, live water.
Very good.
Okay, what's next?
What's next is we're going to talk about fruits. Fruits are some of the most wonderful live foods that we can eat. And I would like to emphasize that the ideal is always to buy organic foods. So it's not just enough, generally speaking, to buy live foods or fresh foods, but it's also very important to buy organically grown foods, especially if we use apples.
Apples.
So this is a wonderful, beautiful Gala apple that's organic and wonderful for us.
Keep that thought.
And this
Keep
is
that
a
thought.
gift for you, Arthur. That is
right.
a gift for you, but
Keep that
after the
thought.
food you can eat it. After the show we can eat
Okay. Keep this thought. We're gonna listen to some music.
it. Wonderful.
Is it time for Holly to come back on?
I think so.
Abracadabra, push, there she is! We're gonna have a little bit of music here, just kind of keep you excited. What's the next song?
I've got it on my body.
Love, baby! Woo! And Mr. William, if you go too far, you're gonna have a problem. Your tail is gonna drag.
Stay with us.
Okay, very good.
You go, girl, you go. Give us a break here. See what live music does to you.
I've been saying from the start that you have captured my heart, and there is nothing left to prove. We've only to ride out this galactic groove. Oh yeah. Been dreaming about you my whole life. Connection so strong it sets me free. When we're together, angels sing. A prayer for surrender is so high, high. Yeah. Oh, glory to one who is the source. Thank you for every breath I take. May I breathe love into the world. May every every step be made in peace, be in peace. Say, oh, how blessed, how blessed, how blessed am I. Oh, love of loves, I honor you. How blessed, how blessed. Oh, love, my life. Oh, life, my love. Oh, love, my life. Oh, life, my love. How blessed, how blessed. Oh, love, my life. Oh, life, my love. Oh, love, my life. Oh, life, my love. How blessed, how blessed, how blessed am I.
Hey, that's beautiful, Holly.
Thank you. Thank
How
you.
come you're on my show and not on the Star Show? Dancing with the Stars, singing with the Stars.
Right.
Hey, we're here right now. It's the place to be.
This is where you are. Well, we can sing with the stars here. I know.
Sure.
William is a star.
Right.
Hey, we're all
Yeah,
stars.
William's star. Yeah, he's a star.
Where are we really from?
Where are we really from? Oh, no, that's a whole different subject.
You said stars,
we'll
so-
bring that topic up. You can be we'll interview you about where we're from someday. All right.
Well, I don't claim to know, but you know,
Oh,
I might have some ideas.
you have ideas. Hey, we all have those ideas. We really do. So
Thank you,
you
Holly.
come back and close the show with a song. Okay.
All right,
All right.
we'll do it.
So William,
Thanks.
Right.
we left off with this delicious apple.
All right. Okay, Arthur.
I'm just gonna.
You had asked about fruits, Arthur, and here is the time to talk about fruits and all
What-
the
what?
wonderful benefits that we can have from the
Benefits?
simple live foods of fruits. Fruits are some of the best and simplest live foods that we can eat. They are sweet fruits, bananas are wonderful sweet fruits. There's dates that are just excellent sweet fruits. Okay, Arthur. We'll put that there, and after the show, you can have
What
one
are
or two.
those?
These are medjool dates. They are very
dates.
dates.
Ah,
quality dates.
Hey, the last,
Food for a king, Arthur.
food for a
King
king.
Arthur.
The last person who gave me one of these dates, we actually went out for a very interesting evening.
Okay, well, I'll let a lady here give you one of these dates, Arthur.
Oh, hey, let me grab one of those.
Okay, if you would like one, you surely can have one. So dates, figs,
smell good?
grapes, or raisins, are wonderful sweet fruits, papaya, and so on.
Raisins?
Raisins, these
No.
are good organic raisins. Everything here is organic, and it's very good for you.
Now, raisins have iron in them.
Raisins have iron in them. They're dried grapes, and they're one of the best foods there is, although the usual thing is to soak them first. If we have dried foods, the goal is to soak it because then it helps to activate the enzymes and the acidophilus.
Soak it first.
So if you have dried foods, usually a good general rule, although you can eat raisins just right out the box, but the ideal is to have soaked raisins. Okay.
No wonder they're so plump in oatmeal.
Exactly, because
They've
they've
been
been
soaking.
soaked. Right. So
Very good.
there's subacid fruits such as apples, berries, berries like blueberries.
They make you smart.
Right.
Or actually, they help you study better.
All I know, they're wonderful foods,
yeah.
right?
They're actually a memory for good memory.
I would say you're probably right for good everything. So there's apple subacid fruits are apples, berries, cherries, mangoes, peaches, pears, plums, and so on. Acid fruits are lemons. So we can use lemons, especially in our living water.
In water, and that helps to alkali the water, though.
That's right. One of the best ways we can start the day, Arthur, and to our listeners here, is to use lemon water. Lemon water helps to detoxify the body. It's a great way to start the day.
Now, Casey was very much into the lemon in the morning. It cuts the mucus.
That is very true, and it helps to detoxify the liver.
Yes.
So it's an excellent way to start the day is with lemon water.
Kick your liver into gear.
Exactly. So what I would like, if you would like, Arthur, I think you might like this, is we'll make a simple smoothie. A smoothie, of course, is
we're going to be smoothing it, brother.
A smoothie is a blended fruit drink, sometimes with ice, but we don't need ice. We don't have ice today, but
it's cold enough.
It's plenty cold enough. And if you don't have ice, you can just put the fruit in the refrigerator if you want, or the freezer for a little while, and then put it in here if you want a cool smoothie.
Right.
So we're going to just use one quick banana here to put in here.
A quick banana.
A quick banana.
Hey, you know, Cody is very much into live foods. He is sitting here gazing at that banana.
Right.
And he is very much, he'll eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. More so than, and then Topaz, he is very much a meat eater, but he does fancy dried bananas.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he likes dried bananas.
Actually, dogs can usually become vegetarian. I don't know if you know that, but most dogs, if you feed them the right vegetarian foods, can become vegetarian, and they don't have to eat meat. So
wow, that's very good. The protein has to be high, though.
Exactly. Some good vegetarian protein. So I'm going to put a banana. I'm going to put these wonderful blueberries in here. I washed them last night, so I'm going to put that in there. And this morning I cut up one of these apples, and I have a lot of apple pieces. I'm going to put this in there, about half of the apple. And then I'm going to put some living water in here, a little, not a whole lot in the beginning. And then hopefully...
That's like a half container?
About half a container. And then hopefully we're going to blend it up here. And make a wonderful smoothie.
Well, I better drink this water so I have
finish
room
the
for
water.
that.
Exactly.
Did you want some of that? Yeah?
And that should do it. So we have a beautiful live food smoothie here of blueberries, apple, and bananas.
Blueberry, apple, and banana.
And here you go. So you have
smooth, Mr. William.
Lunch on the set here, Arthur. And
I'll take food.
Some myself.
Oh, the smell. You know, I was always taught to smell your food first.
Wonderful. That's a good idea. I didn't realize that.
And then that gets the brain kicked in.
That's a very good idea.
And the stomach, and then the lips.
And we'll have a toast to a day in Telos.
A day in Telos. Live.
Live better
active.
with live foods here.
That is really
that
good.
Helps. So you can see
it's simple.
It's simple, it's easy.
And because it's ground up, it digests easier.
Digests easier, you see. And it's has high energy. There's a natural sugars, not white sugar like most people buy all this junk with white sugar. This has natural sugars in it. It's very good. It's high energy.
With fruit like this, grounded up, how does that affect a person who's a diabetic? Would they need to be careful about the fruit, the type of fruit, or should they take their insulin and then have the fruit?
That's a very good question, and I'll leave the answer to that to a doctor.
Well,
the very
right.
good question,
Hey,
but I think I better not answer that one, Arthur.
we have Dr. Cage who will be on in
Wonderful.
next month, I believe.
Right, well, maybe
we're
you
gonna
can ask him that. Exactly right here. I do know that grains, if we have soaked grains, generally grains are the main thing that maintains the blood sugar, along with vegetables. So vegetables and grains are the main thing that maintains maintains the sugar level. And I'll just leave it at that.
Well, that's good to know.
Right. And I want to say that there are 3 very special fruits, although most people consider them vegetables, but they are fruits that I'll just mention here. And I should have in here. I'll come under here. Well, there are 3 fruits, but these are usually eaten with vegetables.
Let me see. Here, I see it. There's a tomato.
Tomato, very good, is a fruit, but usually eaten with vegetables. Avocados.
Avocados are
fruits, but they're usually eaten with vegetables. And avocados is one of the best foods we can possibly eat. And also olives are fruits, but usually eaten with vegetables.
Olives are fruit?
Olives are fruits. That's right.
Wow. No, wait a minute.
Let me put this down here.
People say tomatoes are vegetables.
That's what they say, but it's not correct.
So, is that one of those oxymorons, like go to church on Sunday because it's the Sabbath day?
Well,
no, it's the first day of the week.
I would just say that they're a wonderful fruit, but some fruits, even apples, can be eaten with vegetables. So some fruits go better with vegetables, and some fruits go fairly well with vegetables. An apple will go fairly well with vegetables.
Yeah, I like to take apple and cut it up and put it in with my potatoes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
If it works for you.
And it helps. Well, the apple has the peptin, which helps to digest foods, and so
very good.
The potatoes and the eggs all get digested real nice. And I actually feel the difference.
Okay.
And when I do it that way.
Okay, let's see if I can get another wonderful hidden box down here for our next little part of the presentation here. And this will talk about vegetables. Again, it should be preferably organically grown and fresh, live or raw. There's green leafy vegetables such as kale. This is kale. And there's lettuce and many other leafy vegetables, collard greens and so on, beet greens and so on. And from these green leafy vegetables, we can make green drinks by blending up these
drinks, yes.
By blending them up in a blender.
Now, should you not mix fruit and vegetable in a blender?
That is totally correct.
Right.
Generally speaking, it's good or best from a food combining viewpoint to separate fruits and vegetables. There's different enzymes and other things, and they will generally digest better if we have separately.
That's like don't eat fruit and meat together.
Definitely.
In most cases.
Definitely. Yeah. Especially fruit and meat should not be eaten together. That is totally correct. And there's another little thing that I recently learned, and that is to try to hold down our foods, the number of foods at a meal, you notice this was 3 foods here, to 3 or 4 different kinds of foods.
Simple.
Usually work best. Simple, wonderful live food meals. So with some cooked food, you can have some steamed potatoes or steamed yams or steamed broccoli or Brussels sprouts or something like that. My attitude is a balance, especially in the wintertime.
My information is that when you eat a full plate and it's got like 5 or 6 different things in there, it doesn't digest as well.
Right.
And that's not good. Simplicity is maybe 2 or 3. And in really good cases, if you just like spend the whole day eating one thing.
That is, it's called a mono diet.
One apple or a vegetable all day.
Yes, at times a mono diet, one food
mono diet
can be good for us. At times it could be a fast on a single food, especially apples or melons. During the summertime, one of the greatest foods, one of the greatest things that we can do to improve the health of our body and detoxify our body is to have a melon fast.
Really? Like watermelon?
Watermelon, cantaloupe, and honeydew melon are some of the best melons there is.
So just eat that all day long?
All day long.
The different ones or just one?
Whatever you like is either.
I mean, can you mix them?
Yeah, you can mix them. It's perfectly fine.
So watermelon,
cantaloupe, and honeydew are the best ones.
And just and what will that do for your body?
That helps to cleanse or detoxify the body. They're extremely high in liquid or water, and all of that liquid or water and the wonderful enzymes helps to cleanse the body, detoxify the body, and it's a wonderful way to go during the summertime is to have a melon fast. Melon fast for 1 to 3 days would be very good, would be the ideal.
Well, I know watermelon is really good for working with the kidneys.
That is correct, you see. So vegetables and fruits, we were talking about melons or fruits, but then all these wonderful vegetables, and I love especially root vegetables. Root vegetables are carrots, wonderful root vegetables. Let's try to get rid of the fruits.
Root vegetables, that's what you said.
Right. Root vegetables, carrots are root vegetables, and ginger is a wonderful root vegetable. Okay. And then parsnips. Parsnips are also wonderful root vegetables. The 4, I call it the famous 4, are the basic 4 that I use are carrots, parsnips, ginger, and daikon radish.
Daikon radish.
Daikon radish, and I love to grate these, Arthur. Let's see if I can find my grater anywhere. I don't know if I have the grater in here, but I did bring one somewhere. So I love to grate carrots, parsnips, ginger, and daikon radish, and I may also add in some beets here to make a wonderful root salad.
A root salad, there you go.
And in fact, I'll actually show this to you here.
Did you already make one?
I already made one.
Wow.
And after the show, or now, you can actually eat this. This is a wonderful root salad with a little wonderful oil on it and some liquid aminos. So here is what a root salad looks like. There you go.
Where are we at? Right here?
Right there, I think.
Or you're going to go over there.
Okay.
So this is...
That is grated carrots, parsnips, ginger, and I also added some cauliflower in there. And I just used a grater.
And a dog nose.
And a dog nose in there.
And the dog nose is good.
And I'll just, while we're thinking about this, I just want to share one more thing that will complement that, and that is sprouts. Sprouts are wonderful, marvelous foods. And of course, people know that there are alfalfa sprouts,
That's sprouted, man. What's this? A bongo bean?
This is garbanzo beans. They're not quite grown very well yet. Can you eat them?
They're good sprout.
Right. In about another 2 more days, they've just been sprouting for 1 day here, so we need about another 2 days, and these will just be wonderful, Arthur.
The dogs like them.
Yeah, the dogs will like them. So we can have
If the dog likes them, I'll eat it.
Right, okay. So we can have alfalfa sprouts, clover sprouts, sunflower sprouts, garbanzo or chickpea sprouts, and many other wonderful sprouts that we can add in to complement all of our vegetables, along with what is called micro veggies that a lady later on will talk about. Okay, anything else?
Very good, very good. So you can actually have these different little themes, like
exactly right. Root vegetables, leafy green vegetables, or what else did I have here? Or cruciferous vegetables, or kale, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, collard greens, watercress, and so on. So those are called the cruciferous vegetables. So we have green leafy vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, root vegetables, and then the complement to that is the wonderful sprouts.
Sprouts.
Right.
Very good. But I can really taste the
ginger.
Ginger.
Exactly. And I will just say
why do they call it ginger?
I'm not sure why the name is, but
I always wonder why they call things. Like, why is this an apple? Why can't it be a pear?
That's good questions, Arthur, but I don't think I can answer those.
Don't answer them today, okay?
All I know is they are wonderful raw foods, and to eat them.
Eat them. Yum, yum,
and
yum, yum.
if we have a grater, then we can grate them, especially the root vegetables, like you have here, a grated root vegetable salad with the cauliflower, which is a cruciferous vegetable.
Wow.
Okay.
So what's the salty part in here?
The salty part in there is liquid aminos.
Oh, that's it, okay.
Liquid aminos is amino acids there, and they're a good salt substitute.
Wow. That's exciting. So what else? We're going to have to close here, so give us
just say something
wrap
real
up.
quick. One of the complements to garden vegetables or land vegetables is sea vegetables. Sea vegetables, some of them are raw, but even if they're not raw, they're excellent, wonderful foods, especially are an excellent source of minerals. And sea vegetables are nori, dulse, kelp, hijiki, wakame, aramay, and so on. In particular, dulse works very well for us.
Wow.
So I want to thank you very much for being on
your
show today. Arthur, it's been great. I'm so glad. It's been wonderful for me. And I'm so grateful also for the live music you've had on the show.
Live? I said the theme today was live. Come on back here, live.
Live better with live foods and live music.
Live music, live foods, live water, and live people. Hey,
very good. Thank
when you
so
call
much.
me, I will promise I will always answer with my live voice.
Thank you so much, Arthur. God bless you.
Thank you. Hey, Holly, what do you think?
Hey, it's great.
It's great. I want to just close the show with a thank you to William Starr.
Thank you so much.
This is the second time he's been on, and he'll be on again.
We hope so.
Yes, thank you very much. And then Holly, this is her first time here singing, so if you like her, give me a call, and we'll have her back on again. All right? All right. This is Arthur with a full plate of sprouts and foods and live foods and a day in Telos is seen around the world on mctv15.org. Cable 15 Northland. Hey, take it away, Holly. We'll see y'all later now. This is Arthur, says goodbye.
I am the love you feel inside, and I am the perfect streets.